games are full of these filler sections, which are designed to waste the player's time as much as possible, from making you do the same puzzle 3 times in a row, to opening like 20 doors in a row, to pushing whatever the hell this guy's name is super slowly down a hallway, to button chaining, to sitting and waiting for characters to stop yapping. The games are full of this shit. And if you look up the playtime lengths for all of the chapters, you'll notice that all of them, except for Banban 1 and 2, are at least 2 hours. So the first piece of advice I'd like to give you is slow down. I know that somehow these games have a fan base, and I know you want to appease them, but you can still do that without releasing a game filled with, filler sections every 4 months. Poppy fans were left in the dark for over a year between Chapter 2 and 3, and while granted they did have a multiplayer game to chew on, that thing died faster than my will to live after writing this script. Anyways, you don't have to speedrun making games just to keep fans happy. If you slow down, you can actually make good games that are over 2 hours without filler sections. Shocking, I know. Will your fans be disappointed when they don't have a game every 4 months? At first, yes, but when those games do release every once in a while, they'll be good games and your fans will appreciate both them and you. You guys skipped Garten Banban 5 for some reason, and you have a chance to make that game truly special if you just take your time with it. We're back. 1 month after I post my video talking about Banban, the devs go ahead and release Banban 8, the penultimate game, the finale, the conclusion to this ridiculous story. Oh, you gotta be fucked. On September 6th, I played Banban 8 live on stream. Or at least I was supposed to, but when I tried to boot up the game a few days before, my computer exploded. Okay, no, it didn't actually explode, but it did sound like a freaking jet engine. So I guess that means they didn't fix the models. Now, since it's been a little bit since Banban 8 came out, I'm going to start this video out with a recap, just so we're all on the same page. If you don't need a recap, though, feel free to skip ahead. Banban 8 starts out with us waking up in a prison, where we're greeted by this British alien.
Rise and shine, you disgusting little thing! Of all the units you could have been placed in, you just had to come where I was stationed. I can't even stand to look at you.
I swear I've heard this voice before, I just can't remember where. And I'm probably going crazy. We then mine some rocks and hand in our work slip to this other alien. Then another British alien breaks us out of prison in a big-ass truck.
Everyone, get in the back, now!
I swear, these voices sound so familiar. The truck gets blown up, and we end up finding this guy named Flumbo, who's been stuck in a closet since Banban 0, still under the impression he's playing hide-and-seek. We then enter a giant city called Syringion, Syringian City. In this city, we find a ton of these inspirational posters like, he sees, he hears, he watches, he knows. You don't need to understand. He already does. You are a perfect cell in a body. Don't become cancer. Father gave us life. Give him yours. And we polish the future while they polish the throne. Anyways, bunch of filler, yada yada. We meet this alien who's way too obsessed with Bambolina.
You created my one true love, Nabnalina. How could such a beauty even exist? That stupid blue spider has it all. And what does he do? I don't know. Probably spider things. The way things are, I'll never be hers. I don't even know where she is.
And then he murders a child.
Papa!
Was that enough for you, my darling?
Oh, and then we get chased by a big lobster, and then we reunite with Flumbo. Syringian tries to get him in his experiment chair to experiment on him, I guess. Flumbo says, nah, f*** that, and we jump inside the big-ass worm thing. Then we wake up on the Forest Moon of Endor and the Ewok... Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong script. Then we wake up in this weird Givanium village. Why this is inside the worm thing, I don't know. Anyways, more filler stuff, blah, blah, blah. We climb up this very sturdy ladder of aliens and out of the worm. Then we get chased by... And then Syringian entices Flumbo to come to him with his girlfriend. Banban gets mad after we show him a VHS tape. Gee, now where have I seen that before? And punches a hole through him. Then we get a big kaiju fight between Flumbo and Oh, and it's already over. Then this anteater thing called Brashista uses what's left of to pretend to be our kid, and then the game ends. Okay, great. Now that we're all on the same page, time to rant about all the shit I have issues with in this game. First up, the color remote thingy. The main gimmick of Banban 8 is this weird little remote you get about 40 or so minutes into the game. The remote changes its color based on terminals that you interact with, which can be used to open corresponding doors. Now, the main issue I have with this is the ability to mix colors. Now, this kind of seems like a no-brainer when you have color-related puzzles, except all the puzzles in Banban are time-related, causing the mixing to go from fun and intuitive to, oh my god, change the color, hurry up, the lobster demon is coming, oh my god, no, I don't want orange, give me red, oh my god! I think you can see where I'm going with this. Combine that with the fact that the mechanic is barely needed or used, it would have just made so much more sense to not allow you to mix colors, and instead have them have their own terminals. Also, I can guarantee that remote has at least 200,000 polygons. Second issue, the decision to remove the drone. Now, granted, this does remove one of my main issues with the other Banbans, button chaining. At least for the most part, because there's still a few button chains with keycards, but whatever. But if I'm being honest, this decision just seems super lazy. Yeah, it works, but the mechanic of Banban 7 where you could physically pilot the drone was actually quite nice, and is really what the drone should have been like since the very first Banban game. Third issue, Potter stepped on my keyboard, don't ask. Fourth issue, the story. Yes, I'm griping about the story in a Banban game. But there were just so many things that stood out to me that made no sense. Like, first off, where did Flumbo get the Givanium to make his little paintings in his closet? There's none visible on him in the game, nor does he seem to get any on him in Banban 0. And the game makes it very clear that he hasn't left the closet since then, so he couldn't have just gone and gotten some. Second, why does he not question how different Banban looks and sounds? Like, I get that it's been a while since he's seen him or heard him, but I feel like I'd remember if my only friend had 2 eyes instead of 1. Next up, how the fuck did the Givanian people, who remember are inside Zolphius, have a tape showing demonic Banban and Syringian? Also, how do they even know who Banban is? The mural they have shows Flumbo, not Banban. So unless Zolphius was communicating with them or something about what's going on outside, they'd have no way of knowing. Finally, how can Flumbo turn into Demon Flumbo? I thought the whole point of him was to be a better Banban without the demon part. And when Flumbo got locked in the closet, they had to pivot and tried to minimize Banban's demon part as much as possible. But yet, at the end of the game, Flumbo just turns into a demon at will. And even if he can become a demon, how does he know how to? He's literally been stuck in a closet his whole life with zero knowledge of anything. Yet somehow he's just like, okay, I'm a demon now. It makes no sense. Banban's demon form comes from his anger, but Flumbo literally says that he can control his anger.
I'm just better at controlling my anger.
And then just becomes a demon anyway? And the game doesn't offer any explanation, because by the time you realize what's happening, they both fall into a pit of Givanium. No notes, no character dialogue, nothing. Okay, moment of truth. Is Garten of Banban 8 good? Well, yes and no. As a standalone game, no, it's really bad. However, as a Banban game, it's alright. There is a very big difference between being a good chapter and a good game. And if you think I'm being unfair ranking it as a standalone title, that's how the game is marketed. Instead of all the games being paid DLC of Banban 1 like how Poppy does, they're all standalone titles on Steam. Now, does this change my opinion of the game at all? No, I still don't really think it's a good game. It's definitely a step up from the previous Banban games, but it's definitely a step down from Banban 0, which I consider to be the best in the franchise. Banban 8 is just okay. The game was in development for so long, you'd think that they'd, I don't know, maybe fix the models or something, but all it is just another Banban game, with an ending screen asking you to wishlist the next installment. Maybe one day they'll learn, but That day is not today.